playing spades, reminiscing on days before niggas started shooting, we would still catch fades. It's like the world's a lot scarier since crack grenades, and the only thing that we became is rats in a maze. Cause all my brother cares about is trapping in J's. Mine's fucked up from the pills and the haze. Pop said we hard-headed, stuck in our ways, so I've been praying to the Most High that it's just a phase, yup. Hardly surprised and always amazed, especially at what's been getting radio plays, yo. I wanna be the cataclysm of a cataclysm, bomb atomically and take it back to lyricism. But you know nowadays, it seems like it's forbidden. Anybody in the industry knows they ain't fucking with them, and anyone on sign, they wanna be outshined. So I guess it's just me, myself, and all these empty lines. I never knew that being nice would get you penalized. Once you blowing up, they wanna know your penis size. Hoes all staring, saying you got dreamy eyes, and if you ain't fake, they wanna see you demonized. If they be dropping gems, then this flow is El Dorado, a midnight marauder, young desperado with a bravado. That's a hard act to follow. Make your favorite rapper look like amateurs at the Apollo. Yo, and that's a hard pill to swallow. Me and my vato steady painting pictures like Picasso. Feds trying to clock us like Pablo and Gustavo. Go and tell, straight to the Gestapo. Hola muchacho, yo hablo español. El hombre blanco es el diablo. Now I'm going over heads like a poncho, trying to stack chips with more cheese than some nachos. Why you acting macho? Your whole clique is gato. They ain't want beef, but I feel it like a taco. Yo, don't get it twisted like a rasta. Don't be bringing none of that bullshit into mi casa. You ain't seen this much crack since the Contras. Belly of the beast, we all live inside a monster. That's why I be thanking God I'm alive, tapping into different vibes, penning more than a scribe. Every verse an open letter sent to all the tribes. Lost in the ghetto, steady struggling to survive, yo. The things I seen with a pair of eyes got me out here living in this life desensitized. Part of the reason that I'm hardly if ever surprised. I've heard the screams of brothers and seen mothers that cried. Seen a soul leave a body right before he died. 23 years old, gunned down before his prime. While your favorite rapper only talking dollar signs. But when our people in trouble, they quiet as a mime. Every day is the struggle, I speak it through these lines. That's how I know they can relate, I speak their daily lives. I'm representing for my nation or the lost tribes. All my people that been locked up ain't see 25. Cause being born a minority was their first crime. They serve and protect, choking your neck, sever your spine. They murder one of us, no guilty verdict when they try. They wonder why they get no respect and we call them swine. Live in a time where you lose your life and become a vine. Friends turn to t-shirts, corners turn to shrines. And if our leader ain't a Pharisee, then he's a scribe. Cause he ain't coming out unless he thinks he can scrape a dime. Get his name in the paper, face in the lime. The world's black and white and you better pick a side. If I wasn't strong enough, then I would break inside. But I found the truth right before I lost my mind. Sorry mama, I promised it wouldn't change me, but I would've went insane had I remained the same me. And I know you feel the same way if they slay me. So when I say the white man is the devil, don't blame me. I'm not here to make friends, kiss babies, shake hands, fuck politics. Yo, what's affecting all the college kids? I mean, why did the students shoot up the colleges? Newborns found in shopping bags and garbages. All these problems that nobody acknowledges. Promise you one thing, you gonna acknowledge this. You know what I mean? Like that.
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. You Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you, I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me, but that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name, now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made to fit. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap, I thank the Lord for the day I was on 8th Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court. From the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Dear God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster.
All my niggas ride for me. I got niggas that'll die for me. You niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. You niggas ain't built like that. You was never on the block, you ain't never dodge a knock. You ain't never fought another crew holding down the park. You ain't swam with the sharks, you ain't wrestled with the gators. You was never fucking popping, you ain't got no fucking haters. Bitch, niggas like you make me watch out for the traitors. When you round some real niggas, mind your behavior. I will beat a nigga ass, then I'm laughing like I'm Jada. Get your fucking mind blown like a cartridge on a Sega. You niggas want attention, they don't want the war though. Talking all that shit, but you got a glass jaw. Ho, they never deliver. They got that DiGiorno. This that Walking Dead flow. I eat a rapper torso. You ain't the same man once you off the microphone. You ain't never broke a bone. You ain't never had a scar. You a certified pussy, so don't make me pull your card. I'm a certified prophet, respected like the word of God. Cause you ain't got the heart, nigga. You ain't got the heart. You ain't about to finish any beef that you start. You ain't never been a soldier, little nigga. Play your part. Claiming that you'll spark when you ain't got the heart. Cause you niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. All my niggas ride for me. All my niggas ride with me. I got niggas that'll die for me. All my niggas ride with me. You niggas ain't.
It's rolling, Lord, what is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image, UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I shall now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga, middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like like timber. I know you feel me, nigga.
It's funny,
In the
you know,
eyes of
that's
terror,
easy.
I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop, heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UPK will real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog, down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like some war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction.
Hey, Shalom. With the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, underneath Commander General Yohana. We are not affiliated, associated with any other Israelite group, man. Yeah, tonight's topic, man, we're going to go into something that is very heavy, man. Something that really needs to be addressed in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, man. Something that has begun to flourish inside of our nation, man. You know, something that has really started to destroy our nation. And that thing that I'm talking about is whoredom. You know what I'm saying? Whoredom has started to plague the Black and Hispanic and Native Indian community at a high and phenomenal rate. You know what I'm saying? Like now, these days, the time that we are in now in this earth, whoredom is looked at as something that is glorious and is acceptable and is very good in this time that we are in now. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Like now, being a whore is something that is, you know, it is looked at as something that is good. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kazak Shapar, we speak all the time. And with Kazak Shapar being the older brother, he always referenced how things used to be back in the day. He's always talking about how, you know, back then, if a woman would even, you know, dress a certain type of way, if her dress was a certain type of length, you know, sisters could get arrested for pretty much for like decent exposure. You know, that's how it was back then until we allowed these so-called oppressors to infiltrate us and allow us all to come together and join hands. Because their whole custom and their whole lifestyle of being a whore is something that they push. It's something that they made popular. You know what I'm saying? Like a famous Edomite whore was Marilyn Monroe. You know what I'm saying? Like Nicole, whatever the one was who OJ Simpson killed. You know, all of these different whores. You know, they push that lifestyle as being a whore is something that is glorious, because back at one point in time, my sisters would never do such a thing to themselves, man. They would never allow themselves to be whored out like how they are now. You got it now. Well, sisters, just, that's the way of life for them, man. You got this thing now called OnlyFans. You got OnlyFans where sisters sign up for OnlyFans and I guess sell their body on only something. Sell their body on OnlyFans and get paid. And that's how they live. That's how they survive. You know what I'm saying? Whoredom has destroyed the nation of Israel, man. Has destroyed our sisters, man. And it is something that needs to be addressed, because now being a whore is what makes black women popular. You know, you look at all these female rappers nowadays, you don't have female rappers like back then. Like you had sisters like MC Lyte, who was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all don't know who MC Lyte is, but you had sisters like MC Lyte. They rap, but they didn't take their clothes off. They didn't rap about being a slut or being a whore. You know, they rapped about, you know, respect. You know, respect for women. You know, respect for themselves, and, you know, respecting their body, not letting the man call them a bitch and stuff like that. You know, but I'm just saying, you know, that's what they rapped on. They had more of a respect for themselves than how it is now. And then you had sisters such as like Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown to come out rapping, and they just made that thing become something to be glorified. And then you had sisters like Trina. And then you had other female rappers coming out. To now, you got sisters nowadays who looked at that and made themselves popular, like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, so many female rappers and female singers. Now, these sisters who make music now, they always feel like they have to take off their clothes or expose themselves in a certain type of way in order for them to be famous or in order for them to succeed. When there are other ways to succeed in this kingdom, man. You don't have to be a slut to succeed. You don't have to be a whore to get paid. And the reason why a lot of sisters do it now is because it's easy and because it's a way of survival. It's because of a way of survival. It's because of us being poor, a lot of sisters have become whores, man. A lot of sisters do prostitute themselves because of the way how our oppressors have made us poor. You know, they got us to the point now where we so poor, sisters will just prostitute themselves out. They'll just sell their body. They don't care and they don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, sisters don't want to do it, but they do it. And a lot of times you have sisters who might have been molested as a child who don't have that love for themselves anymore. Then they go out and prostitute themselves. They already feel like nobody loves me anyway. Why not, you know, nobody loves me. I don't love myself. Might as well give my body away. Might as well make some type of money from it. That's why here in the Isupk, we teach brothers and sisters, man, not to live that lifestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we teach sisters not to allow themselves to be whores, man. Don't go out here and whore yourself out for nobody. We also teach brothers do not partake in any means of being with a whore, man. Prostitutes. Don't be buying women. You know, you feel like you gotta have sex with a woman, you gotta pay for it. You know, I know a brother right now who was telling me about them Purple Cats and how it was a member of the Purple Cats who got kicked out of the school because he enjoyed paying for sex for women. And all of that boils down to the fact that they're too weak. They don't want to fight to get a woman, man. You know, they don't want to get out there and spit game to talk to a woman. They don't want to do that. They like the easy way where you can pay for it. They don't like a good battle. But here in the ISUPK, we love a good battle. That's why brothers buy that body butter from Captain Tazariot. That's why we buy their oil. That's why we get their fourth dimension. You know, we go out there and battle to get them sisters, man. Get these good sisters, bring them into the school, man, and allow them sisters to be reeled up. We like to spit game and talk to women. We don't want to take the easy way out by paying for sex and prostituting sisters out, man. Let's get some scriptures in, man. Because this is something that is very important, man. All right, if you could, go to the book of Leviticus. The book of Leviticus. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. Good up to everybody that's in class. We got Shaya Allah. We got Officer Shar. You know what I'm saying? We got Mikey Patterson, young man. We got young man D'Angelo. Them brothers coming in strong. We got Officer Kazak Shapar. We got Officer Sean Bun Yahawda. You know what I'm saying? Give yourselves a hand, man, for being in class, man. You know, something very important, man, because tonight's class, man, is something very heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's something that all brothers should have these precepts in their book, man, because whoredom is everywhere around us, man. We see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? You see sisters dressed in clothes, you really can't even believe it. You be like, sis, what are you doing? Like, you know, you coming out here dressed like the stuff some of these sisters wear should only be worn in their house. But not here, man. Sisters wear that stuff out in the public, man. All right, let me get a script. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to understand, man. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. What are some ways that people prostitute their wives, their daughters, man? What are some ways that people prostitute their daughters? And think about it in the sense of, you know, a father plays the role of a leader in the house. Now think about all the houses that don't have a leader in the house. So think about all of these houses that don't have, you know, men in their house. Where do majority of the single mothers who don't have a man in their house, where do they go to get that male leadership? Where do they go to get that male leadership? Somebody answer me that question. For sisters who don't have men in their house, where do, let's just say 75% of the women go to get that leadership? Because a father he plays that leadership role in the house. Now, if a father isn't in the house, where do majority of the women go to feel that, to get some, there we go. Give it up for Mikey Patterson. Give it up for that brother. Give that brother a hand. He's exactly right. That is the answer that I was looking for. The Christian church. The Christian church. You know what I'm saying? That's what sisters go to when they don't have a male figure in that house anymore. They go to the church because they look to the pastor as being the leader for their house, man. They go to that Christian pastor and he becomes the leader over their household. It's like that Christian pastor becomes the leader over their household. And he becomes that father figure. And them children and those little girls become his daughters, man. And that's why the scripture says, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, man. Because when you allow that Christian pastor or these religious leaders or any of these religious figures to become that father role over your house, they teach your daughters how to become prostitutes and whores, man. Why do you think sisters that inside them churches jump from man to man? What do you think they learned that behavior from, and what do you think it was accepted at? The same place people go to get married is the same place they go talk to somebody to get a divorce from. You go to the church to get married, in the same church that pastor's teaching y'all that it's okay to get a divorce and how to break up your household. Then you break up your household, and guess what the pastor begins to do? Teach your daughters how to be prostitutes, man. Prostituting them out. Got them up there on the stage doing that stupid dance. What they call it? They call it, what's that dancing that they call when them girls be in the church dancing? Spiritual dance is something. When they go into church and be dancing and doing God knows what and whatever they do. You know, got girls wearing whatever they want to wear inside the churches. I seen a sister leaving from church with her mother. I seen the mother and I seen the uncle, whoever he was, the dad, whoever he was. And then I seen the sister get out the back seat. And I said, I know no way in hell she went to church with that type of dress on. You know, she went to church with the dress and heels on, looking like she just came from the club the night before. And you know, pastor, he accepts it. And they teach your daughters how to be prostitutes, man. And they're prancing with all the money. All the young girls in there love pastor. Because pastor got the money. Pastor doing this. Pastor got the nice cars. Pastor throwing compass into praise dance. That's it, short the water up. Praise dance. Good night. Praise dance. It's pretty much like stripping with the clothes on. They call it praise dance. Because that Christian church is a whorehouse also. You got the strip club with strippers and you got the church with praise dancers. Same thing. You know, these Christian pastors teach us and teach our daughters how to be prostitutes and whores, man. They teach them young girls how to love the money and the fancy things. Pastor comes in there with the nice suit on, the tie, and the nice car outside, and girls, the women and the young girls begin to love it. Begin to love it. And then they began to say to themselves, I got to get me a man like pastor. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Maybe if I dress this type of way, I might get me a man, a good man who got a nice car like pastor, who got a big house like pastors. And them sisters go out there and start to prostitute themselves out, give themselves up to any man who got the nice car, the nice house. You know what I'm saying? The mansion, the rings, and the everything that they want. Learn how to be prostitutes, man. And cause them to be whores. Because they go from man to man. If one man ain't doing what they want, they jump to the next man. If that man ain't doing what they want, they jump to the next man. And my question is this, to anybody in the class, why do whores flourish so much in America, man? Well, not in America, but in this world. Like, you know, it's heavy over here because most of Israel is in America. So that's the only reason I say America right now. But we are all over. Because prostitution runs heavy in all nations, in all places over the earth. But I'm saying here in America, why, I'm trying not to give you the answer. Why do whores flourish in America? Why do whores flourish in America, man? Why do whores flourish in America? That's Shar, you want it, but I'm looking for a direct answer. I mean, what you saying right there is correct, but why do whores flourish? Why? I'm trying not to give it to you. Because that's right. You right, sir. Because the world promotes it. You know, the world does promote it. But why does the world promote it? That's true. I'm trying not to give it to you, but you're right. It's prostitution. But all of this ties in together. I'm gonna give it to you like this. Who likes prostitutes? Who wants it to be promoted? Who likes half-naked women? Who likes prostitutes? Who likes the half-naked women? I'm kind of giving you the answer. All right, okay, I'm gonna take Shar's answer. Mikey Patterson and Shar, y'all got it right. Men. And I'm gonna tie both of y'all answers in together with the brother Mikey and Shar. Get them brothers in hand because they both right. The brother Mikey said men. Shar said weak leaders. I'm gonna put it in together. Weak men. Weak men are the reason why whores flourish. That's the reason why whores are pushed up on a pedestal right now. Because weak men love whores. And they fall victim to whores. You think about it. Whores would not flourish if men did not push it. If men did not love whores, there would be no whores. Imagine if all the men said to themselves, we do not like whores and we do not want this around our daughters. Do you think whores would be popular? Do you think whores would be pushed up on a pedestal in America, man? No, they would not. Because once the men are the leaders. Once men start denying that they like whores, you know, they be like, nah, man, we don't like whores, man. That's exactly right, Shaw. Women just dating what they think men want. That's it. Sisters don't wear them whorish clothes because they like them. They wear it because they know men like them. They know it's going to get the things that they want. Why do you think when women put the clothes on, they put the whorish clothes on, what is one of the things that they do? Let's say you got a woman, she put on a whorish outfit. What is the first thing she's going to do when she put this on, put the outfit on? I want to see if y'all brothers understand this. This is going to blow your mind away. What do whores do when they put on a whorish attire? Like she got on the whorish outfit, she put it on, she put the clothes on. What's the first thing she do after she puts that outfit on? It's going to blow your mind. You're going to learn a lot about whores today. I'm going to see who's going to get it right. Why do whores, when they put on them disgusting outfits that show everything, what is the first thing that they do? La, Shar. La. It's a simple. If nobody gets it right, when I tell you, it's gonna blow your mind away. When whores put on their outfits, their clothes, their slutty attire, what is the first thing that a lot of them do? They get dressed, they put the clothes on. What's the first thing that they do? I know somebody know it now. All right, nobody ain't got it. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Y'all priests and prophets here. Come on, man. Y'all know this, man. Think of it as a sense as being a priest and a prophet, man. Mikey, you kind of own it, but I'm going to give it to you. He's right. But the first thing a lot of girls do, a lot of women do when they put on that outfit that is very exposing those holes, the clothes of a whore. You know, the clothes that got the breast showing, the booty showing, all of that. You know what I'm saying? The first thing a lot of sisters do is they look in the mirror. They look in the mirror. They look in the mirror. A lot of them be like, I'm going to get me somebody tonight. They looking in that mirror with those whorish clothes on to see to get a glimpse of what the man is going to see. Why you think she said, oh, I look good. Because they're telling themselves, this is going to attract that man that I want. I'm going to get me a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like some sisters can't help when they put on clothes. Some sisters can't hide the things that they have. You know what I'm saying? But no sister should be walking down the street with clothes on where you can see everything. I'm talking about you can see the breasts. Like the dress so short, you can see the booty. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's sticking out. Like, you see sisters coming outside like that with the you can see everything. I'm talking about, it's nothing to hide. When sisters come out like that, they are looking for a victim. You know, it's nothing wrong with a sister wearing a dress. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with a sister having on a dress, looking beautiful. It's nothing wrong with that. But then you got some sisters who wear certain clothes where they know they're going to bring a victim in, where they're going to get that man. They look in that mirror, looking at themselves, looking like, oh yeah, I'm going to get him tonight. I'm going to kill him tonight. Next thing you know, she has some victim, some brother who's weak as hell, who don't fell victim to her trap, giving her every and anything that he has, man. Let me get you a scripture for that also. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying don't let your woman look in the mirror, brother. Don't go home and you see a woman look in the mirror. Don't, bitch, get out the damn mirror. I ain't saying that. It's not wrong with a sister looking in the mirror, but you got some sisters who are just whores. And when they look in that mirror, they're looking in that mirror because they know they're going to get them a victim tonight. They know they're going to get some weak brother who loves whores, and she's going to lure him in for the trap. You know what I'm saying? My woman looks in the mirror. She looks at herself, make sure she looks decent. She looks nice. And she looks at me, baby, how I look. And then you got some sisters who look in the mirror. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to kill him tonight. I'm going to get me one tonight. Looking for a weak man who's going to play into their trap, or who's going to help push her prostitution and push her to be a whore, man. Let me get you some more scriptures, man. Let me get y'all something that y'all need to have, man. This is the book. We're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 25. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went downtown Greenville this weekend. We went downtown. We had a couple drinks. We walked around. And, yeah, you see a lot of beautiful. I'm talking about you see tons of beautiful women downtown, man. But we, as priests and prophets, we also pay attention to things. And I seen sisters, and I can tell by their demeanor and tell by how some of the sisters were. Like, some sisters had clothes on that they kind of didn't feel comfortable wearing. Like, as a priest and a prophet, we are trained and taught how to observe and study things. So, you know, while sitting there, I see a table with sisters in it. They look kind of young. And I see one of the sisters, beautiful sister, but the dress she had on, you could kind of tell she was uncomfortable in it. And she didn't like the attention that she was getting from it. Because random men or weak men were just walking up to her. Not weak, I ain't gonna say weak in a sense, but random men were walking up to her, tapping on her. Hey, what's up? And you could tell that it started to make her uncomfortable. She wasn't used to that type of attention. And you could tell, you know, if you was a brother, you're a brother in the Isupk, you can tell, you can look at the sister and tell by her demeanor. You can tell when she was sitting at the table, brother just walked in off the streets to the restaurant, the club we was at, and just tapped her on the shoulder. What's up? What's up? Poked in on the side, and you could tell that she jumped and she flinched, and it made her uncomfortable. And she probably went through that 3 or 4 times at that table while she was sitting there. And I thought to myself, I said, damn, if she went through that 3 times here at this table, I can only imagine what's going to happen when she gets up and leave. And damn sure she got tired of getting hollered at. She got up and left with her and her friends. But like sisters don't understand, that's why you shouldn't dress in the attire of a whore, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some sisters that wear dresses and it's cool. It's beautiful. Yeah, you can wear it. Go ahead. But then you got some sisters who come out of some things that they should be careful when they wear it, especially if you don't have a man with you. Especially if you don't have a man. You know what I'm saying? The sister, what she had on, she was showing a lot. And I already could tell that she was not pleased with the reaction that she got from wearing what she had on. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, a sister shouldn't wear the attire of a whore, man. That's like me being a police officer. That's like me coming outside right now and I put on the Greenville County Police Department outfit with the badge and the belt and everything. What are people going to think that I am? Answer, brothers and sisters in the class, answer that question for me. If I put on the badge, Greenville County, where we located at? Greenville County right now, if I put on one of their uniforms and came outside with the badge on and the belt and everything, and got in a Crown Vic, an unmarked Crown Vic, got in and drove around and hopped out, what are people going to presume that I am? What are they going to presume me to be? Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Thabah Shem Yahweh Shah. You know what I mean? Hey, the brother D'Angelo said the feds. You right. We'll go with the feds for the night. But yeah, they gonna think I'm a cop. If I came outside in the uniform like a cop with the badge and, you know what I'm saying, with the badge on, with the uniform on, they gonna think I'm a cop. They gonna say, oh, that's a police officer right there. You know, brother might be smoking weed. He gonna put the weed out. Or, you know, if a brother, you know, drinking and driving, he might chill out a little bit. They gonna think I'm a cop. So when somebody needs help and they see me with this uniform on, they come up to me, hey, officer, we need your help. Think how crazy it's going to be when I be like, hey, man, I ain't no cop. Why you think I'm a cop? Because you got on the damn uniform. You ain't a cop? Nah, I just like wearing this. That's how it is when you see sisters dressed like whores. Like you know what a whore's outfit is. Like, you've seen it. Brothers and sisters, we've seen it, man. You've seen sisters out here, man, with clothes on where you be like, man, damn, she just letting the whole world see everything. I seen a sister come outside. We in the gas station at Spinks. I seen the sister walk in the Spinks with a fishnet dress on, with the stars covering up her breast, like whatever, her nipples, and walk inside the Spinks gas station. And everybody in the store was just shocked, like, damn, this sister really can't. And she just walked in like nothing was going on. And was looking at everybody else like, why y'all looking at me? Like, sis, you look like a slut. And then soon as she walked outside, dudes blowing the horn, getting out the car. Hey, yo, what's good? What's good, girl? What's good? Let me talk to you. And she just acting like, oh, what these niggas thirsty. They thirsty. They thirsty. Like, no, you thirsty. You got a bunch of dehydrated brothers out here, and you walking around with a cold glass of water and thinking nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's gonna want that cold glass of water. I'm trying to tell you, this place is foolishness, man. I'm gonna get this scripture, man. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 25. Lust not after her beauty. So like, I'm gonna start at verse 24. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 24. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattering of the tongue of a strange woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what brothers got to do, man. You got to keep away from an evil woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these sisters will flatter you with their tongue, man. They'll flatter you with their tongue. Sit right there and sweet talk you. You know, you just swear you the only one. You the only person. You know, you got that fine girl who talking to you just like, damn, I know I'm the only person she talking to. She just love me. She ain't talking to nobody else. Man, she's flattering you, man. And you so dumb and stupid, you ain't even paying attention to it, man. She telling you, yeah, baby, you the only one, baby. No, I ain't talking to nobody else. I ain't talking to nobody else. You call her phone, she ain't picking up the phone. You know, hey, where you at? And she do answer, where you at? Oh, I'm just hanging out with my friends. 3 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, baby, you know, we just chilling, hanging out. Oh, okay. Call her the next day, she don't answer the phone. Oh, my phone was dead. But you know I love you. Where you at? I'm gonna come see you. Letting these sisters flatter you, man, with their tongue, man. All right, verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thy heart. Everybody in the class, what is your heart? What is your heart, according to the Bible? What is lust? No, I mean, Salakia, what is your heart? Right, the brother Mikey got it right. He said your mind. He's absolutely correct. The scripture says, Salakia. The scripture says, lust not after her beauty in thy heart. It means don't lust after her, Salakia. Right, the brother Mikey Patterson got it right, man. He is exactly right. Your mind. The scripture says, lust not after her beauty in your mind. Don't be lusting after her in your mind, man. And what is lust? Lust is like a desire to crave, to want. You know what I'm saying? That's what lust is, man. You craving for her beauty. You know what I'm saying? You in your mind, you see it, you just sitting there, damn, she fine, damn, she bad. Boy, I gotta have her. I do whatever to have her. And then you just find yourself lusting after her because of her beauty, man. Don't do that, man. Yeah, she might be fine. Cool. But don't go lusting after this woman. You don't even know nothing about. And that's for sisters. Sisters, don't think there's nothing wrong with being beautiful. You beautiful, go ahead. But this is more for men. Don't lust after a sister because of her beauty, man. Yeah, she might be beautiful, but, take time to get to know the sister. Hey, how you doing, sis? You got a man? Yeah, I got a man. Okay, cool. All right. Shalom, you have a good one. Keep it moving. Don't be such a lustful bastard. You craving her so bad, you just see her. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, shit, damn, you fine. Yeah, you fine. Yo, what you do? Yeah, $20, $30, $60. Like, brothers be lusting after, like, today in this society that we in now, brothers lust after these fine whores. These beautiful sluts. These sluts who have the eyelashes that you can use to wipe a windshield wiper with. You know what I'm talking about. Them sisters who got the windshield wiper eyelids, the umbrella eyebrows. They got the booty shots and the fake breast, and they dress like sluts. It's like, don't go lusting for that, man. Don't be attracted to that. Don't start craving that, man. That's the problem now. Like the brother said, man, weak men crave for that, and they begin to lust for that. Look at your pastors. Why you think you always have the allegations with these Christian pastors or these religious leaders, man? Always getting caught up. Look at John Gray got caught up with that young girl. He's a sexual deviant, a sick bastard. Got caught up with that young girl. Little young girl know how to, she wear certain things in the church, and this bastard can't even control himself. Certain women coming inside the church, women who be having men, who have men wear certain clothes to where they know pastor gonna look. They praying off of him being a lustful bastard. That's why, like I said earlier, these sisters, they look in the mirror when they dress like whores. They put them whores clothes on. They look at themselves in the mirror. They looking like, yeah, who's going to be lusting after me tonight? Who going to lust after me tonight? What do you think them sisters buying them clothes for themselves? Do you really think sisters like dressing like sluts, man? You think sisters like putting on those clothes that make them look like sluts? Some do, but a lot of sisters don't. They know that's the only way they can get a man to lust after them, man. They know a man gonna lust after them if that sister comes and she step inside the club and she got the heels on and she got the dress with they got some dress now where it's like, I can't even describe it. It's like a shoestring on the side of the dress. I seen a sister with one of those on. She had it was like the only thing keeping the dress together was a shoestring tying it all together from here to here. And Shar, you are actually right. The insecurities, man. You are absolutely right, Op. Absolutely right. Shar said the insecurities, man. Salaki. Brother Shar is absolutely right. Sisters do a lot of that stuff for their insecurity, man. They don't have any confidence in themselves, man. A lot of sisters don't, man. A lot of sisters don't have confidence in themselves. A lot of sisters don't, man. And it's sad, man, because a lot of sisters have been through so much in their life, man. You know, they might have went to school and got picked on, got bullied, got mistreated. A lot of sisters don't got molested, touched on. A lot of things don't happen to sisters where they build up this level of insecurity about themselves that they look down on themselves, man. And if sisters go through that, that's why it's so important to come here inside this school and get real counsel, man. Real counsel. Like if it's something that happened to you when you was a young girl or a young woman, or even when you was in womanhood, if something happened to where you build up this insecurity about yourself that now you got to dress like this to feel like this is the way that you get a man, or you got to do this or do that in order for you to get a man, come inside this school and get counsel, man. Because what we're trying to do is build a kingdom of heaven. That's what we're trying to do. And sisters, a lot of sisters in the world don't understand this. A lot of these heathen nations, they prey on your insecurity. Why do you think all of these Chinese hair stores are flourishing right now? Because they profit off of your insecurity. They know a lot of these sisters don't feel beautiful about themselves unless they get the bundles, unless they get the umbrella eyelashes, unless they put so much makeup on, it's crazy. Why do you think these doctors are flourishing who do the whatever that surgery is with sisters, the breast implants and butt implants? Why do you think they are profits? You know, they're profiting off of all of that because of sisters' insecurity and weak men. Weak men love it, and a lot of sisters are so insecure about themselves. Maybe he won't like me because, you know, I ain't got nobody like Megan Thee Stallion. I don't do the things Megan Thee Stallion does. You know, I don't look like whoever's another famous slut. I don't know. I don't really look at. I just say Megan Thee Stallion all the time. That's the name I hear all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, sisters started to have this insecurity about themselves to where now they start allowing themselves to dress like whores, to be, you know, to think like a whore, to do things like a whore. Off of insecurity, man, and weak men. We're here in the Isupk, man. We think all sisters are beautiful, man. We think all women are beautiful. You ain't gotta dress like no whore to be beautiful for us. Look, that's not what attracts us. What attracts us in the school is the work that a sister does, man. How humble she is. The love that she has for her people. Her ability to be able to listen to her husband. To be able to be led. That's what attracts a man. That's what attracts brothers in this school. That's what we're pushing. We pushing our women to push, to bring back what sisters are really lacking in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that security. Security. Not insecurity, but security. We pushing sisters back to the point where they are secure about themselves. They have a man who's secure about them. Like, nah, baby, you look good. Nah, girl, you beautiful. You fine. You ain't gotta wear that. What you gonna wear that for? Why you gotta wear that for? Nah, baby. You beautiful without none of that makeup on. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget General Hyman said that. He said, always let your wife know how beautiful she is, man. Always let your woman know how beautiful she is. Bring her roses, man. Bring her flowers, chocolate. Don't wait to, we don't celebrate no damn Valentine's Day anyway, but bring her those things, man. Get a nice room, get a nice cabin, and light the logs by the fire, man, and get popped by a couple of those fires, the little fire that flick out. Get popped by one or two of them, man, because y'all sitting so damn close to the fire. Do that with your woman, man. She will appreciate that, man. Make her feel beautiful, man. Make her feel beautiful. Tell her, baby, you beautiful. You look good. That's why I bought these flowers, because you are just, girl, you mine. You beautiful. Let her feel beautiful without having to dress like a whore, man. Without having to go out here and push herself in the streets to be, wearing the clothes like a slut. It's what makes you beautiful. That doesn't make you beautiful. It just makes you look easy. And you got good sisters out here, man, who be trying to figure out. A sister was telling me that. She said, I just don't get it. She said, I'm a good woman. She said, I work. I take care of my kids. She said, but it seems like I just can't get a good man. She like, soon as I tell a man that I'm not trying to have sex with him, she said they usually leave. She said they usually leave. They don't want to talk to me no more. She said, because I'm not going to have sex with you the first night I meet you or the first 2 or 3 months I meet you. She said, I like to make a man, work for it. And I looked at that sister. I said, sister, don't stop doing that either. I said, because the only thing you're doing is protecting yourself from some weak man who can't do anything for you. I said, you did right. And she did. The sister didn't talk to no man for 6 months to a year. And she wasn't even in the school. And I was telling her about the school. And that's what sisters got to do. Don't be in the rush to give yourself to no man. Don't be in the rush to do that. Because guess what? You make this man wait. And that's why it's so important. Like in the school, we have a 1-year rule, man. Isupk, you want to talk to a sister here? You got a 1-year rule, man. You ain't just about to talk to no sister right off the bat. You're going to have to take your time. And you have to put that work in. And only the school will let you know if you deserve that woman or not, man. Or if she deserves you. I'm going to read that scripture again. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thy heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. All right. And don't let that sister take you with her eyelids, man. She over there looking pretty. She just staring at you. looking at you, just staring at you. You just like, damn, she staring at me. You know how it be. You know how it be. Like the sister just sitting there staring at you. You so stupid and dumb. You just sitting there. You looking. You like, you looking at me? You looking at me? And she just staring at you. You like, oh snap. She fine. She looking at me. And you get up and go over there and talk to her. And next thing you know, you wake up somewhere in the alley with no clothes on. Because you just got robbed. Like this is our book. The Bible, the scriptures, man, they are protecting you from being a victim. And it also teaches sisters not to be a victim. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is doing, man. It's teaching us how not to become a victim and how not to be a victim, man. You got sisters who think that, you know, they should do this and do that and end up becoming prey to some disgusting, sick bastard. And then you got some brothers who go out there and just fall victim to it and end up dead somewhere because they don't got robbed by this sister, man. Scripture says, man, lust not after her beauty in thy heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. Verse 26, for by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. And that is so heavy, man. What does bread mean when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian? What does bread mean when it comes? What does bread mean to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? That's right. The brother Mikey Patterson, he right, cash. It's so many metaphors with this. That's right. Sure, right. Money. What do people do with bread? What do people do with bread? What do people do with bread? Not in the sense of it being money, but let's say you got some bread on your table. What do people do with it? That's right, because outright they devour it or they eat it. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for eat it or devour it. Same thing. But a whorish woman, she looks at you as bread. She looks at you as money, and this is how she eats. This is how she survives. A whorish woman, you will become a prey to her, man. You will be the brother she uses to get money from. You how she eats. You know, like what sisters be saying? I seen a sister on Facebook in some chat. She said, looking for a sugar daddy. And this scripture applies to her. Applies to her. She's a whore who's looking for a piece of bread. She's looking for somebody to feed her. She's looking for a way to eat. She's looking at a way to get money. That's what whores do, man. You don't want to be in a relationship with a whore, man. Next thing you know, you find yourself being the brother who's always doing things. Like you might be the brother who, this sister might have 5 people she talked to. She might have sex with 3 of them. But one pays the rent. One gives her money every week for grocery and food and whatever she needs. One gets her hair and nails done. You got another one who gets the car fixed. If anything go wrong with that car, he's the one who's, baby, I got it. And then you got one who she really does like. You don't want to be one of those brothers, man, whose sisters are using to survive. You the means of how she eats and lives. You know, she taking all your money and just using it to take care of her children. Playing you like a fool. Making you look stupid. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, just come on over. You come to the house maybe once out of a week and have sex with her, and she sends you right back out the door. But yet you giving her cash every week. You think she love you. Nigga, please. I'm going to keep reading. Verse 26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hurt for the... And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. You know what I'm saying? And that adulterous person, that adulterous woman will hunt for the precious soul, man. Why do you think a lot of these sisters who become whores, who have been hurt, why do you think they look for precious souls, man? Meaning, why do you think they look for another victim? Why do you think they look for victims? We really gonna see where your mind at now, brothers and sisters in the class. Why do you think sisters who are whores always are looking for victims, or who are always looking for precious souls, man? Why do you think they're always hunting for precious souls? Come on, y'all. I know somebody know this. Why do you think whores always look for precious souls to devour or to destroy? I know somebody know the answer to this question. All right, I'm going to answer the question for you. The reason why a lot of sisters who are whores hunt for precious souls, or they hunt for people or look for victims, is because they have been a victim. Somebody hunted for them. Somebody made them a victim. Somebody molested them. Somebody raped them. Somebody did something so horrible to them to now where that is exactly right. Give that brother Shar a hand. He is exactly right. Because once they were a precious soul, man, and somebody made them a whore. Somebody made them a victim. Why do you think sisters who work at strip clubs don't have any emotions for men? A lot of them become lesbians because they hate men. And since they have been hurt, they gonna hurt you. They gonna do you. They gonna hurt you. Since the person that hurt them, they can't get them back. They just gonna hurt the next person, man. That is exactly right, Shar. Give Shar here. He's exactly right. Sisters be looking for revenge, but not on the one that caused it. It kept silent and took advantage of it. That's right. Sisters can't get that person back who molested them. Sisters can't get back that person who raped them. So now they take revenge out on all the men. I seen a situation, man, when I stayed in a certain town. It was a sister, man, young sister, man. I mean, when I was incarcerated, they was telling me about it. That was so long ago. But we was incarcerated. The brother was telling me about the sister and how she was beautiful. Very beautiful. And I remember brothers was talking about her. But she was having sex with men unprotected. Beautiful sister. But she ended up sleeping with this guy who did tattoos. They say the guy that was doing tattoos brought her over to the house. She got a couple tattoos. They got drunk. Somehow she ended up passing out. She, not saying that she wanted to have sex with him, but they say she went. She was sick. She started to get sick. She said she woke up and she said, I think me and him had sex with each other. She said, but she was starting to push the charge on him for rape. She was like, you raped me. And he was like, nah, I didn't rape you. You wanted it. You said you wanted it. And she was hurt. So they said the sister went and got herself tested and found out that she had AIDS. But she wasn't telling anybody. So she went on this 6-month sex streak where she was just having sex with anybody who wanted it. Anybody who wanted it, she was giving it to them. Like guys was picking her up, taking her to go drink with her. She had sex with both of them. I remember us being in jail. We was locked up and the dude was bragging about it. And the other brother told him, he was like, boy, you bragging about that? He said, boy, that girl got AIDS. He was like, but I ain't sleep with her. But he did sleep with her. I don't know if he got AIDS. I don't know. But I just know what I heard that day. But somebody did that sister wrong. And so she wanted to go hunt for precious souls, man. Because once she was a precious soul and somebody went hunting for her, man. Like everything we speaking about is the result of being a whore, man. In this captivity we are in right now, in this land called America, they push our sisters to be a whore, man. They push our women to be whores and to prostitute themselves out, man. But that whole lifestyle leads to all of these problems, man. All of these issues, man. Like here in the UPK, man, you ain't touching none of these daughters in here, man. You ain't touching none of these children that are in this school who obey and they listen. You ain't touching none of these kids in here. You ain't touching these girls in here, man. We'll die about it. We'll lose our lives or we'll take a life for it. You ain't touching none of these little girls in here, man. These girls and these women in here. That's why we always tell sisters, man, you know, even if a sister comes into the school and she doesn't have a man, always take counsel. Always allow these brothers that are in this school to be your brothers, man. Allow them to be your big brothers, man. Allow us to observe the situations for you so you don't be a victim. So you don't be out here hunting precious souls because somebody took what was precious to you, man. This whoredom has destroyed the nation of Israel, man. And now America pushes like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Like being a prostitute and whore, it's nothing. But I'm gonna get to the real reason why a lot of these sisters are whores and prostitutes out here, man. I'm gonna get y'all something, and this is right here. This is, whenever you get time, look at the definition of a survival sex, man. Survival sex. Let me get you the definition of that. All right. Survival sex. The definition. Survival sex is a form of prostitution engaged in by a person because of their extreme need. It describes the practice of people who are homeless or otherwise disadvantaged in society, trading sex for food, a place to sleep, or other basic needs, or for drugs. That's what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are going through, especially our women, man. Survival sex. A lot of sisters become prostitutes and whores because of survival sex. I've seen it with my firsthand. I seen it firsthand. I remember we was 17. We was like 16, 17. A group of us, like young brothers, and it might have been like 2 girls, but we were all homeless. I ain't talking about like, you staying with somebody and they kick you out homeless. I'm talking about homeless. Like abandoned houses, like sleeping in cars. Homeless. Like if one of our friends had a house, we would all try to crash in a one room if they mother allowed us. Like we were that type of homeless. And it was a beautiful sister, man. And her family was just poor. Like she had a place to stay, but the house didn't have no lights, no water, no food. Like it's the summertime. She's not in the house in the summertime because the house has no air, because there's no power. It's no food. How you gonna keep food in the fridge if it's hot? It's no water. So the sister began to walk around with us in the hood. We were literally stealing food and alcohol. We eat the food and drink the alcohol so we can forget about our problems. Smoke weed to forget about our problems. And I'll never forget the sister, man. I wish I could see the sister today, man. But the sister got to a point where she felt like the only thing she had left was her beauty. And she got to a point where she started to use that to get money. Not just to help herself, but to even help us, man. Like we were kids, man. I'm talking about 17, 16, 15 kids, homeless. And the sister got to the point where she was like, let me help, because y'all the ones always stealing. Y'all always the ones doing everything to help me out. What can I do to help out? And I never forget the first time she did it, man. Thank the Most High for this truth, because when I think about it, it breaks my heart now. Like this is something when I come into the truth, you try to, you get rid of that old man. And it's something I never bring up, but I never forget the first time she went and had sex with somebody for some money. And when she came back and how she looked and how she felt and you could just tell she was hurt. You know what I'm saying? And she gave the money to a brother and me because we were the ones who were kind of like over everybody. And you can tell how hurt she was. But she did it out of a sense of love, like I love y'all like y'all love me. And she was hurt. Even with me being in the world and that young, it hurt me to see her like that. You know what I'm saying? It hurt me to see her hurt like that. And I never forget it, man. Like she went back inside that house she lived in with no power, no air, nothing. She didn't come outside for 3 days, man. This is why we say what we say. This oppressor is the goddamn devil, man. You think I'm the only person that went through that? You think she's the only sister that went through that? You got tons of brothers and sisters, man, that go through that. Now you got it. It's at the point now where you even got brothers, young brothers who will do that just to survive, man. Survival sex, man. So they can get some money to survive. You got sisters who literally, I'm gonna tell you about another, let me tell you a movie. Who remember that scene in the movie called Set It Off, where Jada Pinkett had sex with their old man for their money to pay her brother's tuition? That is a good example of survival sex, man. That is a good example of survival sex. She went and did that just so her brother wouldn't have to partake in being in the streets. And look how she felt after she got done having that sex with that man for that check. Went and tried to wash him off of her body, man. That's a lot. That's how a lot of these sisters feel who prostitute themselves out for money, man. You wonder why you got some sisters who might just be so rude and so mean and so evil because a lot of them don't been hurt so bad, man. They just don't even care about nothing no more. They don't even care about their life. They'd be happy if you do kill them. You got some sisters who pop off. Nigga, I don't care what you gonna do. You gonna shoot me, kill me, go ahead. I don't care. Because they at a point where they just don't been so destroyed in this kingdom. It's like, what else do you got to live for, man? What else do you got to live for when you don't have sex with 100 men, 200 men? Like, I remember when I was coming into this truth, a brother was telling me about Backpage. And he was bragging on how he was having sex with the women. And I was like, damn, bro. I said, you think about it. And I did some math to him. And it kind of blew him away. Like like when he thought about it, he was like, what the? He thought about it. And I told him, I said, you slept with this woman, right? He was like, yeah, I paid her. And I said, think about this. I said, that woman goes from city to city, state to state, every day. And I said, you do 7 days. Let's say she has sex with a man 6 days, or maybe let's just say 5 days. And I said, think about this. Let's say each day she has sex with 10 men every day. I told him, I said, she has sex with 10 men every day for 5 days. I said, how many guys is that? He said, that's 50 guys. I said, that's in a week. Let's just do business there. I said, that's just in a week. And I said, you multiply that times 4, times a month. I said, how many guys had that woman slept with in a month? He said, 200. I said, she slept with 200 men in a month. And I said, you multiply 200 times 12. And how many men have she slept with? And when he did the math and he thought about it, he said, what the hell? He said, what the hell? And I think about it now, man, we are destroyed in this place, man. Like, America has really done a number on our sisters, man. That's why it's not good to be that weak man who feeds into that, man. That weak man who feeds into that, who throws the money at the sisters in the strip club. Like, if you want to stop sisters from having to be whores and prostitutes and do these things, be strong. Don't be a weak man who feeds into it, who, when sisters tell you, hey, listen, I'm gonna be at the strip club, come show some support. Don't be that brother who goes to support it, man. Because those sisters are doing those things because that's survival sex. You know, she going in there dancing on the strip pole. She prostituting herself out. Like, you go to California, Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas is like a prostitute's paradise when it comes to being a prostitute, man. You go to Las Vegas, that is like a prostitute's. It's like a prostitute land. I remember they was doing a documentary on HBO back in the day, long time ago. It's when HBO used to do them documentaries back in the day. And they was exploring legal prostitution in Las Vegas. I guess what they call them is call girls. And then they had call guys, where you could call up a prostitute, and you could pay her to have sex with you. Same thing with it was sisters paying for Edomite men to come have sex with them in Las Vegas. And it was fine and okay and acceptable over there. Like, Las Vegas needs to burn, man. Like, and now that whole lifestyle of being a prostitute and a whore is acceptable in America, man. It's the normal now. Like, what's that thing? OnlyFans. Like, sisters they doing OnlyFans like it's a portfolio for their job. Because weak men support it. You wouldn't have sisters doing Backpage or OnlyFans or stripping in a strip club if men stood up and said, "Nah, sis, we don't support that. We ain't with that, sis." Let me get some more scriptures in, man. I've been running my mouth a lot, so like it. All right, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the whole land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness. And that's what America has become now. This land has failed to whoredom, and it's become a land full of wickedness, man. Whoredom is nothing. I'm talking about, you have some of the most beautiful women, man, who you would look at and be like, oh, man, she's pretty like an angel. But be some of the biggest whores, man. Be some of the biggest whores. And with them doing that, this land has become full of wickedness, man. Full of wickedness. I remember looking at a situation, and they were saying about, it was a brother back in the day. Of course, he's a homosexual now, but the only reason he became a homosexual was because of the lifestyle that his mother lived. Like, his mother was always with different men, you know, men giving money for this and and all of them things, and eventually her son became a homosexual. But when you have a mother who's a whore, you know, she's not going to be able to focus in on you too much. She's not going to worry about you. Why do you think a lot of these little girls be getting molested, man? A lot of these little girls get molested because their mothers be whores, and they allow any man into their household. You know what I'm saying? Sister was telling me this weekend how that's how her aunt is. Said the aunt is such a whore that the aunt was, I guess she was naked and came outside and then went back in the house, and some random man walked in the house because the door was unlocked, walked in the house, used the bathroom, looked around, and walked right back out. and walked right back out. I was just like, damn. Like, it's not beneficial to be a whore. It's not. It's a horrible lifestyle for a sister or a brother to live, because now even the brothers have begun to whore themselves out. Like, look at Lil Nas X. He just came out with, it's been a lot of controversy. It's been a lot of controversy going on now because he just dropped some video where he's dancing naked. Of course, I did not watch the video, but I just seen the controversy behind it. But the only reason he's like that also is because this land has fell into a bunch of wickedness, man. Now you got the men who are gay now. Let me get some more scriptures for y'all, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy. We're going to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 17. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 17. There should be no whore of the daughters of Israel. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got to understand. There should be no whores of the daughters of Israel, man. Meaning this. There should be no black, Latino, Native Indian women, men who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. They shouldn't be whores, man. They shouldn't be out here dressed like whores or dancing like whores or acting like a whore. You shouldn't be a whore. It's not supposed to be any whores of the daughters of Israel, because our women are royalty. You're not supposed to be doing that at all, man. You're not supposed to be some whore, some slut. What's good about being a whore besides you being alone? What's good about that? What's good because you don't have sex with 300 men? What's good? What's good about that? All right, I'm gonna keep reading. There should be no whores of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Now, this is my question to anybody in the class. Why did the Most High put these two together? The daughters of Israel, there should be no whores. And with the sons of Israel, there should be no sodomites. Why are those two together like that? Why are those two? Why are these in the same verse like this? Let's see if anybody can answer this. Mikey, but that is true. You know, Whoredom has always been going on in the nation of Israel. But why are these both in the same verse? women being a whore and men being sodomite? I'm gonna give y'all a little more time to answer, maybe 20 minutes, 30 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and I'm gonna answer it for you. I'm gonna answer that question for you. The reason why you see these two in together like this, because when you have women who become whores, you start to have men who become homosexuals. Who do homosexual men hang around? Who do homosexual men hang around? Who are homosexual men's best friends? Come on, y'all. That's right. Mikey, you right, brother. The same women they imitate. They're right. They hang with women. That is correct. That is very correct. But this is what I was looking for. The women that them homosexuals hang with are usually whores. They're usually whores. Women that are whores love homosexuals. Because this is one thing that a homosexual does. He helps her to push her lifestyle of being a whore. You go, girl. You doing right, girl. Go ahead, girl. Do what you got to do, girl. You popping. Who you think be doing these whores' hair? Huh? Who you think doing their lashes and their makeup to make them look like better whores? Huh? Who you think doing their makeup? Me and Mardaki went to go get food yesterday at this restaurant, which I would never be going to again. Never go to them again. I'm not even recommending it. I'm going to recommend you not to go. And it's black owned. But when you walk to the restaurant, they have a picture of this homosexual right up there. Got the homosexual, his poster of him, whatever he had going on, posted right there when you walk in. Mario was like, Slice. Look at that. I said, good night. Whores help homosexuals to flourish. And homosexuals help whores to flourish. Homosexuals want whores to flourish, because guess what? You got all these 50 whores out here, guess what? That homosexual starts to look like a better woman to weak men. The homosexuals start feeling to themselves like, I can be a better woman than this stupid whore. This dumb whore, she's such a slut. I can be a better woman than she can. I can walk like her. I can dress like her. I can talk like her. I could be a better woman than her. It's like the homosexual start thinking to himself that he could be a better woman to her man than he can. Next thing you know, the homosexual looking at your man. I know my damn woman ain't allowed to hang around no homosexuals. You ain't bringing no sodomite to my house. But they both go hand in hand with each other. Whores and homosexuals. That's why you always see them together. You got that slutty girl who always got their homosexual friend. And you know what? Don't and be careful when you see a woman who's hanging with a homosexual friend. Be careful. Learn her. See what she got going on. Study her more. Learn her a little more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a couple more scriptures before we close up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just add on to this scripture also, man. It's like whenever you got a whore around, man, you always got a lot of whores. Whenever you see a whore, like you see that sister who's, like, what's them reality TV shows? Whatever they is. Man, what's them shows called? Love and Hip Hop, whatever. You see a lot of them sisters that be on that show, and they always have that one homosexual friend. You know what I'm saying? And she always had that one homosexual friend because she's a whore. And he's not going to tell her to stop being a whore. He's going to help to push it because he hates her. He wants to be her. So he's going to help her to be a good whore. Girl, you ain't doing that wrong. Go ahead, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But homosexuals hate black women, man. You know what I'm saying? In his mind, he's thinking, how can I be a better woman than she is? All right. We'll get one or two more scriptures maybe for y'all. You know what time it is tonight. It's Monday. You know, General Yohana got his show live tonight. Black Watch. You know what I'm saying? You need to check it in, get in, watch, learn. Because I know when I'm done with this class, I'm most definitely going to watch The Grill. All right, the last verse we're going to go to is going to be the book of Proverbs. Chapter 23, verse 27. All right. The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 27. It says, for a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. And that's what brothers got to understand, man. A whore is a deep ditch. What is a ditch famous for? What is a ditch? Brothers and sisters in the class, what is a ditch? A trap? That is right, let's be more specific with it. What is a ditch? What is it like? Like, what is a ditch? We know it's a trap, but what is it? Like, what is a ditch made of? What is it? There you go, Kazak. It's a hole. That's what a whore is, man. A whore is a hole. She's a deep ditch. She's something that's going to always keep you in the hole. You always going to be down. You're always going to be in the trap. You're never going to be able to benefit. Why you got so many brothers who they be with a woman who's a slut? Like, look at Kanye West. He's about to be in the hole for billions of dollars, man. You look at all these brothers who married whores and look at the condition they are in now. Well, they women have took everything. Don't put them in the hole to where they ain't got nothing. A lot of these brothers out here who don't have sex with these whores and don't got put in the hole, man, behind their child support. That's why the scripture says, man, a whore is a deep ditch, man. She's going to keep you so far in the hole, you ain't going to even be able to get out, man. But I'm just bringing that out, man, tonight, man. This is why we got to make sure we destroy this whore culture. You know, with us being in this school, man, we are the ones who the Most High, you know, Yahweh Shai and Commander General Yohanan, man, you know, Commander General Yohanan held on this truth and built brothers up like you know, such as myself and the brothers in this school and all over the ISUPK to come out against that whore's lifestyle, man, because we see the destruction that it does to our people and how it misguides our nation, man. And look at us now in 2021, being a whore it's like getting a new pair of tennis shoes. It's nothing. And with that, I'll close this class out, man. All right, ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it for them. After 6 months, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother and sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'asharat. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. It'll be the memorial of blowing the trumpets, which will be the first day of the 7th month. It'll be Monday, September the 6th, 2021. You can read about this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. All right. Remind Akim and Akwat to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a troop in the school, they'll start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.